MattandCrank program, MGMT, electric feel. I'm just looking at pictures of orangutans.
Oh,
they're funny.
I saw a story the other day of a gorilla who walks upright. It was bizarre and cool, man. It was really, really weird. He was walking upright like a dude. He actually looked like a completely black Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He had the gut going on, but he had this badass chest, and he's walking around with two giant logs, and he's walking just like a person around this zoo.
Well, this is a story about how humans, according to a new study, are 97% the same as orangutans when you compare our DNA. The first blueprint of the orangutan genetic code has confirmed that they shared 97% of their DNA with people, although that makes the red-haired apes less closely related to us than chimps, who have 99% of DNA in common.
Yeah.
A small portion of orangutan DNA is a closer match to human DNA, the international team of researchers have found.
Yeah, but I think pigs have even a closer match to us. That's why we do all our animal research on them.
I thought it was cows.
No, we can use, I think the enzymes in the milk are compatible with ours, so we can do a lot of stuff with that.
Now, I don't understand. I mean, everyone thinks that monkeys are cute and cool. I'm number one in the monkey fan club, no question about that at all. But when you think about it, okay, replace that monkey with an old, hairy, fat guy.
Okay.
It's not so cute anymore, is it? Because that's really what a monkey, you look at some old orangutan, he's just this old, hairy, fat, retarded thing. But yet, because it's a monkey, we find it adorable.
Well, because it's dumber than us. So we have to, I guess you're right.
So if it was a really stupid, old, hairy, fat, naked guy,
right?
Would we say, oh, look at him, he's drawing pictures?
No,
we'd run away and call the cops. We'd mace him is what we'd do.
With bear mace. From 30 feet away.
Yeah, but all we have to do is, all he has to be is a monkey. Just subtract 3% from his DNA code or whatever, and all of a sudden he's adorable. I don't get it either, but I'm not. Look, I'm saying I agree. Maybe it's the feet. Maybe it's the feet that can grip things.
Yeah, the hand feet.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
That's it. That's the only thing we find attractive about the monkey is it's got. Oh, look at his dumb brain and his cute feet.
Yeah, it's one of this orangutan's drawing pictures.
Maybe
this one's eating a paper bag.
Maybe that's the litmus. Maybe that's the litmus test. You have to look to really decide if an animal's worthy. You got to put a human brain in it and then ask yourself if it's still cute.
Yeah, probably not.
If you still wouldn't kill it if it had a human brain.
Probably not. Monkeys are weird but awesome. They're not, but we give.
I'd still think the same. I'm just thinking about it right now. I'd still think the same about a dolphin if it had a human brain.
But we give monkeys and dolphins way too much credit.
Sure we do.
Okay, they're not that smart. Okay, monkey, if you're so smart, what are you doing in a zoo, you dumbass? I mean, you're obviously not that.
It's better than getting your hands cut off for ashtrays in the jungle. So that is a pretty smart move. It's like the homeless guy who wants to get in for the winter, so he just starts, peeing on people's porches.
Well, dolphins, why they get caught in nets all the time? They get their heads.
It's not their fault. Imagine you walked out on the deck right now and somebody just whoop, yanked the net.
But if the net was already hanging there, I'm not going to walk into it. Look, I'm in a net.
It's a big ocean and a big puddle of water.
Whatever. These things are not that smart. That's why we own them.
That's why we own you, dolphin.
Yeah. If we wanted to just annihilate your whole species, we could, dolphin. Think you're so damn smart with their stupid grin on their face.
What do you have against dolphins?
Little smirky grin. Because they're so confident. Because we talk about how smart dolphins are all the time. And they get this ego about them, floating around like, oh, I'm a dolphin.
I don't know if that's true.
You're not that smart, dolphin. That's why you're a dolphin. Think about it.
I'm trying to. But
I go to SeaWorld and I yell at the dolphins. You think you're so damn smart?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I have some issues with things.
Obviously you do.
In general. But, like I said, monkeys are pretty great. I'd love to have one.
I still think a bull with a human brain would be delicious.
Why would that increase its...
It wouldn't. I'm just trying to... Now I'm just diseased. I've just diseased my mind with replacing animal brains with human brains and deciding if I'd still think the same way about any particular species.
I'm saying I wouldn't. Just based on the fact that like I said, every once in a while you see a hairy, disgusting man that kind of looks like a monkey, and we are grossed out by that.
Yeah.
We're grossed out by a similarity to a creature that we say is cute.
Yeah, but at least the monkeys, for the most part, aren't trying to, overtake our space, like our sidewalks and stuff. At least they do, stay in their jungle place until we come and rip them out of it.
Yeah. Well, 9:55. I wonder how that monkey at the Salisbury Zoo is doing.
Which one? The one with mange who just...
Yeah, the one that was frothing at the mouth and scratching its hair off its chest. And everyone's like, look at that! Look at the trick that monkey's doing. It's not a trick. That's called rabies.
Rabies and a slow death.
9:55 on the Matt and Crank program. Oh, yeah. Well, we're leaving, aren't we?
Yeah, I know. End it up.
Orimus pro invisum. God bless America.
God bless you. Till Monday. Goodbye.